Welcome to the Wrestling Otaku's channel. I, the Wrestling Otaku, your personification of excellence and the all-elite gatekeeper, discuss mainly anime and wrestling related topics. I also talk Baltimore sports, video games, and other things of interest. Check out the channel and my other YouTube channels as well, and tell everyone to follow in the hashtag Wrestling Otaku movement. Other channels: Wrestling Otaku Gaming, Par Returns, Fortune 4 Shooters. Oh my, he's really not joking around, is he?
Karma's a bitch.
So I found this video that he made called My List of Requirements for Any Woman to Date Me. We all know how much I love an incel, and we all know how much I love a wrestling incel, and we all know how much I love a wrestling incel that's looking for a woman. So without further ado, let's get right into it. He really does put a lot into his intro here. I get the feeling that it's gonna be a real banger.
Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, of course, your personification of excellence here on YouTube, and one that we're seeing your premier wrestling talk channel right here on YouTube.com. And I'm back here tonight. It is officially Tuesday,
Dude, take a breath.
December 20th, I believe. It's still the 20th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's December 20th, 2022. So it's, I believe it's approaching 7. I think it's 7, past 7, whatever have you. So I wanted to make this video here today. Just got off of work a little while ago, and we're a couple days away from Christmas, so I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season.
What do you do for work? Are you a sumo wrestler?
And all that kind of stuff, you know. My holiday is pretty much the same as it is every year, you know, for the last couple of years. Nothing special. I mean, Christmas still is my favorite holiday, but it is what it is, So, no wrestling topic today, no sports topic today, although we got the next week of NFL. I believe week 16 comes up this weekend, I believe, you know, Christmas weekend. But no usual topic here.
Aw, but that's what we all came for.
Today, I'm going to be discussing something that I haven't really talked about much at all, either on this channel or on social media in general in quite some time, and I guess, you know, sort of opening Pandora's box somewhat, you know, talking about this topic again. But here today, I wanted to talk about dating, relationships in general, and obviously, in relates to that, I'm going to be talking about women.
Alright, maybe you should have kept it off of the channel, but since we're here and you're talking about it, what are you going to tell all of us about dating and women?
Alright, so I've made it known that I'm not in the dating scene anymore.
Were you ever?
And I have my reasons for not being in the dating scene anymore. Valid reasons. Most of the reasons, well, one of the biggest reasons is
the fact you're a fat incel. Did I get it right? You know what, guys? We better be very, very nice to this guy, actually. He kind of creeps me out. I mean, look at how he handles his trolls.
Well, just like I've said multiple times, I made videos about this. There's a number of videos. One of my most watched, most viewed videos that I ever uploaded on this channel was a video talking about this.
Oh, I bet you it was.
And that is the fact that women of this generation just ain't worth it. They just aren't worth they just aren't worth the trouble, as far as I'm concerned.
Please do tell us more.
They're so, nowadays they seem to think that guys like us have to live up to their standards.
I'm sorry, who?
Guys like us.
Guys like fat neckbeards? I don't think you constitute as the normal guy. So when you say guys like us, you're talking about a different species, sir.
We have to live up to their expectations. And if we don't, well, we ain't shit. Well, quite frankly, I'm going to think the same way about you. If you're going to think that I ain't shit, well, then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say that you ain't shit.
Hear that, ladies? None of us are shit. We all ain't shit.
It's as simple as that. You want respect? How about you give some respect in turn, okay? You want people to respect, you want us guys to respect you, how about you earn some fucking respect, okay?
I feel like this guy really does look up to Andrew Tate and people like him.
It's not something you can just snap your fingers and just, oh my God, I gotta respect you just because you're a woman, just because you're because of your gender. I can't stand when people do that. And it's one of those things now, man, where women nowadays are just so fucking, like, demanding. Like, they just fucking, like, oh my God, we have to do this. We have to do this for them because they're women. It's just, I'm sorry, I don't operate like that, man.
What happened? Did one of your exes tell you to lose weight and you had a SAD?
To me, it should be a 50, any relationship, no matter man, woman, or man, or woman, whatever. You know, we got all sorts of different, you know, sexualities, and that's fine, you know?
I guess it's good to know he's an all-inclusive incel neckbeard.
And I'm fine with, you know, whatever sexuality somebody has. It's just, you know, as long as you respect mine, you know? But any relationship.
Are there a bunch of, like, gay and bisexual people out here going off and disrespecting straight people? I'm unaware of this.
At all. Romantic, whatever have you. Should be 50-50, all right? That's just my philosophy. It should be 50-50. But these women out here seem to think that it's 70-30 or 80-20 in their favor. That they have all the control in the relationship. I just can't stand that shit.
I, as a woman, am unaware of this rule where we allegedly think that we deserve more in a relationship. I, too, think a relationship should be 50-50, and I'm pretty sure that feminism is fighting for equality, so I'm wondering where he's getting this information from.
And too many women nowadays are like that because, and the reason being is because they've been spoiled for so many years, and they've been basically told, and they've basically been fostered this mentality from the media today. It is, a lot of it has to do with society in general, social media in general, all this women's empowerment stuff. They basically told that they are the superior gender, and oh, they get all the rights, they get all they're empowered and all this, and guys ain't shit. They're pretty much told this. That's why you got so many feminist movements out here, all these fem-Nazis and all this kind of shit.
Feminism was created just to stop incels from being able to get a girlfriend.
And so it is what it is, man. That's why I'm not in the dating scene anymore, because I don't want to deal with that shit, man.
That's right. He's not in the dating scene anymore because he doesn't want to deal with us empowered bitches, okay? It is not at all because women could ever resist this man.
Unlike you, I've been around the world. And unlike you, I've had my way with many girls. Every morning they say the same damn thing. How can you be so good at everything? And I say, it's just so easy for me. It's just so easy. Each time I stare into my mirror, it's such a great surprise.
I'm not here to play, you know? I'm not here to do that bullshit. So it's just one of those things, man. I have decided that if they're not going to come correct, if they're not going to come at me correct or give me any kind of respect or give me any sort of, you know, legitimate reason to go out with them, then I won't bother.
Aw, darn. Did you hear that, ladies? What a shame.
I just won't bother. I prefer to stay solo. I'm a solo. I'm a lone wolf, I guess you could say. I prefer that, like, I'm single and I prefer to be that way.
And all the women's hearts that watched broke that day.
People out here can delude themselves into thinking whatever they want. Oh my God, you can't get with 50 or whatever stupid shit people are going to delude themselves into telling just to try to fucking give me a bad name and all that. But
oops.
The fact is, I'm on here telling you I prefer to be alone rather than be with a piece of shit stuck up full of himself, a woman who is quite frankly not worth my time.
Well, that was suspiciously specific, wasn't it?
You know, and it's just going to treat me like shit. I'm not going to be with somebody like that. You know, I refuse to. I refuse to deal with that. Okay? I'm in my 30s now, going in my mid-30s. I'm done with that childish shit, man.
So he goes on a little bit of a rant here about how he doesn't believe in marriage and he wouldn't have enough money to afford a wedding anyway, even if he did have a girlfriend. And then he does a full 180 and starts talking about how he has a list of things that women would have to adhere to in order to date him. So let's just fast forward to where all the fun is.
But since we're entertaining the idea of dating and all that, since I'm on the subject, I figured I'd make this video here today because, hey, it's content, and I'm sure you guys want to hear my opinion on this, as do you, pretty much everything else that I talk on this channel about. And I guarantee you this is going to be a Wrestling Otaku exclusive video right here on the channel. And I can assure you this is going to go on the archive channel at some point. People are going to want to archive this. You're probably going to want to mark this video down. This is going to be a historic video here.
All right, so if anyone asks, I am just reacting to this in order to archive it because it is going to be a historic Wrestling Otaku video. He announced so himself. Please don't come for me like you do for your trolls.
You're probably going to want to archive this and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. So in light of all this, everything that I just talked about, in terms of dating, whatever have you, and what I look for in terms of dating, and what I look for in terms of, or what I did look for in terms of a partner, and I still do, but very, very unlikely that I'm going to see it, but
he's so optimistic, isn't he?
I have set, in light of this whole topic, I have set some standards for myself when it comes to this. They want to live up, they want to have their little unrealistic fucking expectations or goals or standards of men. Well, guess what? I got my own expectations and standards for when it comes to women. When it comes to a woman that I want to date. And so that's where I'm at right now. And so in light of that, I have created a list of requirements that a woman must meet in order to date me.
All right, ladies, grab those notepads, grab those pens, grab some hard liquor, and get ready to take some notes.
My list of requirements for dating, or a list of requirements that a woman must meet to date me, or however you want to put that. I'll figure out a fancy title later on. But anyway, so I have created the list, and I have indeed written it down.
You did what?
Written it down.
He righted it. He righted it down. Okay, there. I think I got it. And anyway, continue.
Written it down.
Righted it down. Okay.
In the handy dandy notebook. Yes, the same one that I've been typing or writing other stuff in. So here's the list. So these are my prerequisites, if that's how you, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
You ready, ladies? You don't want to miss taking these notes.
These are my requirements for dating. These are my requirements for any woman who wants to date me. And yes, this is for women only.
Sorry, James Charles.
Because I'm not no fruitcake. I don't swing in the other way. Okay, there's no sausage party over here, okay?
Doth protest too much, sir.
So get that out of your minds right now. I have to specify this because if I don't, these jerk-offs in the fucking comments and on, social media are going to say whatever. And I'm not having that. So from me, I'm telling you, this is strictly for women only to date me. So there you go. Again, I don't have a problem if you identify, and let me say this before I just get to the list here.
Yeah, we get it. You don't have a problem with the gays, but you're not one, and you don't want the trolls to come, and yada yada, or else you'll get them like this.
I don't have a problem if somebody identifies as homosexual or gay if you're a man and you like another man, or if you're a woman you like another woman. I don't have a problem with that, okay? That's your preference, that's your choice, whatever have you. And it is a choice. It is a preference. Get the fuck out of here with this, you're born that way or they're born that way. Bullshit. Bullshit, you're born that way.
Okay, well, in that case, when did you make the decision to be straight?
So you mean to tell me that women are born straight, or they come up straight for most of their life, and then all of a sudden they just turn gay or turn lesbian? Fuck off. Fuck off with that, this is a life choice thing. It's a preference.
Well, he's definitely been turned down by a few lesbians, huh? And straight women and gay men and bisexual men and he gets turned down by everyone. It's just the lesbians hurt his feelings.
Fuck over it. But anyway, as I was saying, I have no problem with gay people, okay? I have no problem with gay guys. I have no problem if you identify as homosexual. I've actually come across several pretty cool homosexuals at my job.
This feels a lot like the whole, I'm not racist, I have one black friend thing, It's just, icky.
When I'm on the register or when I'm helping somebody out, I've come across several, gay dudes, and they're pretty cool. They're actually some of the coolest people I've ever met. So I have no problem with that. I'll greet them the same way I'll greet anybody else, any race, any creed, any gender, any sexuality. I treat everybody the same. All I ask is that you treat me the same way. Don't force your gayness or don't force your sexuality onto me, because I ain't having it. That's just all I ask.
Oh, don't worry. I bet you there is not one gay guy watching this going, I really wish he was gay.
But with that being said, now that I got that out of the way, let us get to the list, my list of requirements for a woman to date me.
Oh my god, finally. Just read off your list, damn it.
Okay, first off, very important. You must be moderately attractive. Now, what I mean by that is, I don't mean you have to be fucking Tyra Banks or America's Next Top Model attractive. I don't mean you have to be a fucking perfect 10. You could be a 5 or a 4 and I would still date you, you know? It's just, all I require is that you're moderately attractive, and at the very least, you keep your appearance up. You take care of yourself at the very least.
I guess we're hoping she doesn't have the same rules for you then?
Just do basic stuff. Take care of yourself, brush, shower, clean your clothes, stuff like that. Just all I require is you take care of yourself.
Unlike you, I've been around the world. And unlike you, I've had my way with many, many girls.
Okay? That's all I ask. Women do that shit anyway, so that's all I ask, is that you keep up appearances. You keep up your appearance, even if I'm not around. That's just all that I ask. And so, the last thing I want is some, just woman who doesn't clean herself, doesn't bathe, hair all over the place, clothes dirty, stuff like that. I just can't get behind it,
I'm just gonna assume he doesn't own a mirror.
I just can't do that. Can't do it. So at the very least, clean yourself up, or keep yourself clean up, and, be moderately attractive. Again, you don't have to be a freaking supermodel.
Oh, gee, thanks. Well, at least he knows he's not worth the 10s.
Okay. All right, so next up, I got that first one out of the way. Okay, so next, you must be independent. In other words, you must have your own job and make your own money. You must have your own income, have your own source of income, because I am not taking care of you.
I also think that women should always have their own income and not depend on a man, and so does feminism. Yeah, that's what they say. So I don't know why you hate feminism so much, dude.
I am not. Hold on. Sorry. So anyway, the point I was just making, you must be independent, must make your own money, must have your own job, have your own income, because I'm not taking care of you. I'm not providing for you. I'm not your daddy. I'm not no fucking sugar daddy. I'm not your fucking personal bank. I'm not your fucking personal loan agent or none of that shit, okay? No freebies over here, all right? You must make your own money. You must provide for yourself.
I can't be the only one that thinks that that's hilarious, especially coming from a guy that looks like this, right?
It's as simple as that. Take it or leave it. Okay? None of this, oh, give me, lend me, can you spare, all that bullshit, okay? And if there comes a time where you have to borrow something or I have to borrow something from you, you must be willing to give it to me. And I'll, if you have to borrow something for a time, I'll give you, we'll work something out. But you better be willing to pay back.
I love especially how he was all gung-ho here to not lend out any money until he quickly thought in his head that one day he might need a loan. And then he was like, yeah, okay, then we'll work something out, possibly. That's my favorite part.
And depending on what happens, I may or may not accept your payment. So, or, accept a payment back. That sort of thing. But the point is, just be independent. Have your own money.
All right, single ladies, make sure you're writing this stuff down.
So, okay, so next up, a woman must know how to cook and be willing to cook at all times.
Excuse me? What do you mean by all times? Do you mean like you just demand a meal and then the woman's supposed to just jump up and run to the kitchen?
Now, this is not as big a deal as the first two. Now, I prefer eat-out stuff anyway. I do a lot of eat-out.
Okay, ladies, write down that he eats it out.
Takeout, fast food, stuff like that. It is what it is. That's just what I am.
Or eats takeout. Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
Or that's just how I am. But if it comes to a point where we have to eat in or want to eat in for a change or whatever, or there's a big holiday coming up, like, for example, Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner or whatever the case may be, I expect a woman to at least know how to cook. Okay, now I'm not trying to be fucking, don't sit here and come, oh, you're sexist. No, it has nothing to do with that. It is just, I expect a woman to know how to cook. It's just as simple as that,
It's a little sexist, though.
I like for a woman to cook for me every once in a while. It's just, it is what it is. So, at the very least, know what you're doing. At the very least, know your way around the kitchen. So,
be fair, though. Look at the dude. Just looking at him, you know that he would have to be with a woman that knows how to cook, or at least really loves her food, and probably has a feeder fetish, right?
That's all I'll say on that. So must be willing to cook and must know how. Okay, so next up, must be cleanly, must be tidy, and you must clean up after yourself. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. That kind of falls in line with the taking care of yourself as well. But if you make a mess, like, you're just I don't care if it's your place, my place, our place, if we're living together, whatever our living situation is, just be tidy, clean up after yourself, stuff like that,
I don't know enough about this guy to say whether or not he's a cleanly person around his house. His house in the background there looks, pretty decent to me, and there's nothing inherently wrong with him wanting this in a woman. The issue would arise if he expects her to clean up after both herself and him, and then he's not cleaning up anything at all. He also has to, of course, take care of himself and clean up after himself as well.
I don't like a dirty, trashy woman. It's just how it is, and I'll do the same. And I expect, if we're living together, that you take care of the majority of the cleaning duties, and I'll do my share as well. I'm not just gonna laze around and do nothing. So yeah. But I expect you to be tidy at the very least.
Yeah, you better do your part, or else she's gonna do to you what you do to the trolls there.
So, at least a module level of tidiness and cleaning up after yourself. Alright, so next, a woman must be courteous and must be friendly at all times, okay? I don't want a woman with no fucking attitude. I don't like women who are just bitchy for the sake of being bitchy. I don't care if, it's that time of the month. I don't care if, that's just how you are. I just don't like
Whoa, dude, what was up with the time of the month comment? Now that's sexism.
Just mentally unstable, bitchy women. It's just, mentally unstable women. It's just not really my cup of tea. It's just not really my thing. So I expect you to be kind-hearted, to be courteous, to be friendly, so towards me or anybody, unless somebody gives you a hard time. If somebody else is being, like, say, for example, we're out in public.
I have a feeling you'll be the one giving her a hard time. Maybe it's just me, though.
If somebody is just being a piece of shit or whatever, then I give you full reign to go off on that person, but just don't bring it my way.
He wants a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. All right, write that down, girls. Be nice to him. He's delicate.
Okay, I didn't do anything to you, so I expect you to carry yourself in a certain manner. I expect you to carry yourself in a certain way as to, because you represent yourself and you represent me in a relationship, so. And
is this how you are going to be carrying yourself? Just wondering.
I expect you to be kind-hearted and courteous and friendly at all times, so. I don't want none of that bit, just being a bitch for the sake of being a bitch. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't do it to other people, so I expect you to not do it to me, so.
All right, make sure you write that down, ladies. Now get ready for another one.
Let's see. And did I mention before with the being independent? I don't want any. And I probably should have mentioned this when I made this point first, but I'll just go back real quick, just to make sure I get everything here, just to make sure I touch all my bases here. When I say be independent,
never mind. I guess we're going back to the first one or something.
Make your own money. Have your own income. No gold diggers, okay? No gold diggers, no two-timers, no none of that shit.
I really don't think you'll have to worry about gold diggers, but two-timers might be a problem.
Okay, like I said, I'm not your sugar daddy or none of that shit. You make your own fucking money, okay? You provide for yourself, and I'll do the same.
What an alpha Chad catch, huh, ladies?
And maybe you provide for me a little bit, yes.
Oh, no. Hold up. No way. You gotta have your own job and provide for yourself too, buddy boy.
Because that'll be great, but rest assured, I'm not one of those fucking douchebag guys who just lives off their woman. So you don't have to worry about that part.
What does this guy do for a job other than be a weird wrestling YouTuber who talks about women in this way? If you know, tell me down in the comments below.
All right, so next up, it's a big one. Next up, a woman must be willing and ready to give me sex anytime I want it.
Excuse me? No?
That's right. Any time of the day. Obviously not in public. Well, hell, if we're in a situation, maybe in public, but if you want to do some kinky shit, but no, man, a woman must be willing to give it to me at any time, at any point during the day.
Good luck with that.
Particularly when we're by ourselves. I don't want to hear, I don't want you to give me no attitude or none of that shit, or, oh, I don't feel like it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You must be willing to give it up to me.
Okay, wait, so she's not even allowed to say, no, I don't feel good? Like, even when she's sick, under the weather, she has to give it to you if you feel like it? I don't like this at all. Consent is a thing, sir. Even in marriage.
At any point of the day.
Go fuck yourself.
Because I've actually had relationships where I've had females tell me that they would give me sex anytime I wanted it. You don't believe me? I got the fucking messages, so.
Yeah, guys, he comes with the receipts, okay? So you better believe him.
So yeah, so that's something that I expect. I fully expect you to be ready to give it up at any time. We're in a relationship, so yeah.
Yeah, remember how you said you wanted that to be 50-50 though? This is not 50-50.
If we're in a relationship and it's romantic, consensual, I expect you to be ready to give it to me at any time.
So then he brings up if it's consensual, so I'm not really sure what he's expecting here, but basically it seems like he's someone that wants to be in control in a relationship, I guess. He's just an alpha male Chad, guys.
And finally, and this one isn't as serious, this is kind of one I just threw in there.
Okay, so wait, do we add this one to our notes or not?
Finally, whenever we're by ourselves, wherever we're alone, at home, or in private, you must call me master at all times.
What?
Like, when you come in the door, like, say, for example, if you're coming in from the store or coming in from work and you see me and I'm doing whatever, you greet me. When you greet me, I expect you to say, hello, master.
Yeah, no woman is going to agree to do that, especially with you.
Or something like that. Or when you wake up in the morning, when you wake me up or whatever have you, or I wake you up or whatever, I expect you to greet me by saying, good morning, master, or good evening, master, or, any kind of stuff like that.
Waking up next to this man would be torture enough without also having to, on top of that, say, good morning, master.
That would be fucking amazing. That would be so great. Just a little kink that I have, little kind of fantasy that I have somewhat, but...
Please stop. Please don't. No.
But that one's not as big a deal. But the other ones on the list, the ones that I just listed off, are definitely big deals, and I expect any woman that I'm dating to live up to those requirements, to those prerequisites, before I even consider dating you, so...
And there you have it, ladies. That is how you can be dating the Wrestling Otaku, however you say that. I don't even care anymore, because I am very close to vomiting.
So that's just it, man. Those are my standards. Those are my requirements. So any woman looking to date me, or whatever the case may be, or take me out, or whatever, those are my standards. Those are my requirements, and you got to live up to them, all of them. Now, maybe some of them might be negotiable, but
Jesus Christ, dude, make up your mind. Do they have to live up to all of them, or are they negotiable? I just really hope the last one is negotiable. I mean,
you must call me master at all times. I fully expect you to meet at least a good half of them.
So I hope all of the single ladies made notes, and now you all know how you can date this lovely incel here. It's worrisome that he says that he wants somebody that wants to have sex with him whenever he wants, and he's kind of a crazy character. So I think I'm going to be keeping an eye on this one, and I'll give you some more coverage on him very, very soon. If you like this, please do give it a like. If you hated it, tell me to F off in the comments down below. Please do leave me a comment, though. It does help the algorithm, and no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you're all having a fabulously amazing day. Take care, and I'll see you all very, very soon with another one. Mwah. Bye! Ladies, I'll leave you with his little dance.
You must call me master at all times. I can really get with any woman I want anytime I want, and not through force, but by putting on the old otaku charm.
Just look at me. Yeah. Oh, just look at me. Ain't I a sight to see? The whole damn world wants to look like me, but they don't. So just look at me. Unlike you, I've been around the world. And unlike you, I've had my way with many, many girls. Every morning they say the same damn thing. How can you be so good at everything? And I say, it's just so easy for me. It's just so easy.